Hello, hello. Please, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please, I would like you to drop a message in the chat box. Thank you, Mr. Collins, Mrs. or Miss Opeyemi. If you can hear me, please, I would love you to drop a message in the chat box. Okay, please, you're welcome to this. Um, Let me make this clearer. So you're welcome to this live. Let me greet happy Christmas. I mean Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. I welcome everybody to this live training. Please, can you guys hear me? I would have loved to mute people that are online, but because I really don't want everybody to. So let's get started. The remaining people will join us later because I don't want this to take a very long time. By 9 we should be done. So welcome to this training, and this is one of the faces behind Learnovate Educational Consults. Some applicants have been calling the name like Nenovated. No, it's not Nenovate. It's not Nenovated. It is Learnovate Educational Consult. And what is the meaning of the name? It's just like learning and innovating. That is the main meaning of that name, Learnovate. So we just combine the two names together to making Learnovate. So it's just learning and innovating. So I quickly want to clarify that it is Learnovate, not Learnovated, because I've been hearing different name. The way people call it, they just murder the name. So um this is one of the faces. I'm expecting others to join me very soon. So tonight I will be sharing some tips with us and some mistakes we've noticed applicants make whenever they're searching for jobs. So tonight I will be sharing some things you're going to do to position yourself, to strategically position yourself to be what's it called, to attract high paying jobs. So but before then, let me talk more about Learnovate. Please, I hope I'm audible enough. If you can hear me, please just someone Miss Opeyemi said she can't hear me. Well, maybe you should log out and join again. Please, if you can hear me, if others can hear me, just let me know. You can just drop it in the chat box that you can hear me. So let's go on. So what we are going to be discussing tonight is this is the table of contents. Please, can you see my screen? Please, can you see my screen? Please let me know if you can see my screen. I'm trying to share my screen now. If you can see my screen, please let me know. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go. Um So this is what we'll be discussing tonight. I said earlier, you can show your face, so you can show your face. Let's see your face. At least you can see my face. So let it be an interactive section, please. So so I've talked about introduction, and the introduction is just talking, having a little sharing more about what Nenovate stands for, and introducing some of our team to you guys. So then we're going to be talking about we're going to appreciate, like, word of appreciation to all our applicants and those that believe in Nenovate, and those that have gotten job through us, and those that still those that are yet to get job through us, but they believe that we are going to get a very good job for them. So um then we're going to be talking, then I'll be showing you some of our staffs, some of our team. Then we'll be talking about um how to attract high paying job in 2023. Then there will be room for questions and answers, any complaint, anything. There'll be room for that, and we have fun, and there will be a lot of giveaways. So let's go. So, what is the vision of Nenovate? The main vision of Nenovate is not just to recruit, and though that is part of it, but the main vision of Nenovate is to create a digital educational ecosystem connecting African students to a real life learning and development globally. So that is the main vision of Nenovate. It is not the recruitment part of it is just a part, not the real vision of Nenovate. It's just a part of the vision. So this is the main vision of Nenovate. So if anybody asks you what is Nenovate up to, so by now I think you should be able to tell them that, okay, this is the vision of Nenovate Educational Consult. So, and very soon we are going deeper, and you see you're going deeper to achieve this vision statement. Please kindly help me mute your mic. You can leave your video, but mute your mic so that it won't distract. Thank you. Who is that? Who is that? You need to mute your mic so that it will not distract. Okay, so let's move on. So my name is Temitope Oluwabukola, and I am the for now I'm the team lead of Nenovate Educational Consult. I'm still the one, like, the director for now. So I'm the team lead of Nenovate Educational Consultant. This is my face. So, and I have some other wonderful people working together with me. And we have our social media manager, which is Mr. Oyedele Muiwa, which handles every of our social media pages. So most of the time when you send message to us on, maybe on LinkedIn or on Instagram or on any of the social media platform, he will be the one responding to you, and not um some other he will be the one responding. So these are social media manager. Then we have some other wonderful admins that are working like a follow-up team, like, for I mean, for some applicants that have been following us for a while now. We are like 2 years now. You should have been hearing the name Alice. So is she her own job is a follow up and her admin officer. So she made sure she follow up on all the applicants and make sure they have their interview, and ask them how the whole interview went. So that is her own job, and she also works as an admin, whereby replying to some of our WhatsApp messages. So that is she's also a wonderful person. And we also have some of our affiliates that worked for us, in the sense that you can't do this work alone. To reach out to so many schools is not something one person can do. Even it's not something two persons can do. So we have some other people that join us as an affiliate marketers, which which they work as to reach out to so many schools in Lagos, in Abuja. We have affiliates in Abuja, we have affiliates in Lagos and the mainland and the highland. So this is actually the team lead for all our affiliate marketers. So she works as a marketer. So her name is Juliana. I just all of them will be online very soon to introduce themselves better. So her name is Juliana Samuel, and we have another affiliate marketer that is only that's Lagos, our Lagos affiliate marketer, which reach out to most of our schools, mostly on the mainland. And this is Miss Eunice. So, and I also okay. Okay, so we still have Abuja affiliate marketer, but presently she we couldn't reach her, so we didn't put her details here because for now we couldn't reach her for now. So now I would love to meet those that are online. So if you are here online and you want us to meet you, we would like to meet you. What is your name? And I would like to unmute some people. So if you are here and you want us to meet you, please, I will unmute you now. Please, kindly. Okay, for Mr. Collins, I think you should. I think you should click on that link again. It should be able to add you back because. Okay, hold on, please. Let me see what I can do. The only thing, so for Miss, I think am I correct? Is it Mrs. Adenike? Please kindly unmute your mic and speak. Then, if possible, we can see your face. If possible. So I want to meet Mr. Collins. Please, can we meet you? Please, can we meet you? Hello, hello. You need to unmute yourself so that we can meet you. And Mrs. Adenike, please, can I meet you? I have. Is it Mrs. Adenike the same person as Mrs. Joy?
You will not be careful. Be careful,
Hello,
this. You will be distracted.
hello, please.
You need. Good. I'm going to my sister. Come on.
Okay, so I actually love to meet everybody, but I think the network is having issues. But I can see some people's faces here. I would have loved you to speak out so that at least we be able to meet each other. But I can see that the network is bad. We only have Miss, is it Mr. or Mrs. Awoleke Opeyemi? Is it Mrs. or Mr. or because I can't see your face here. So that's the only person I'm seeing. Then I can see Mrs. Joy Ode from Instagram. Okay. Okay, Mrs. Opeyemi. What about Miss? Is it Mrs. Joy or Miss?
It's Mrs. Joy.
Okay, Mrs. Joy. From how do you get to know about us?
Abuja.
Location
I'm in
Abuja.
Abuja.
Where in Abuja, please?
I'm in Lugbe.
Lupe. So how do you get to know about Learnovate?
Just Facebook. I was just going through the Facebook and I saw Learnovate Consult and I just joined. I clicked on it and I joined.
Have
So I
you
started
gotten any
getting
job?
messages.
Have you
Sorry?
gotten any job from us?
No, not yet.
Not yet. So that means
Yeah.
you joined us when? Since when?
But but I've been applying and I think I joined you like last year, early last year.
Early last year. Oh, and you've not
Yes.
gotten job through us. That's serious.
No.
Okay, maybe
Anyway,
you.
there's one on the pipeline. I think the admin on the WhatsApp is yet to tell me the date of the interview. We started that last month. So she said she's been waiting
Okay,
for the
what?
school to tell her.
Okay, what's the what's the location of that? As in the location,
Is
is it?
Wuse the location of the is in Wuse.
Would say so?
Wuse Abuja, yes.
You're applying for the post of early year
Yes, early years, nursery teacher, yes.
nursery teacher. Well,
Yes.
the school, I think the school is yet to give us the date for the interview, and we will not want the
Yes,
situation where we send you for an interview and at the end of the day you will not meet anybody in school, or they will just tell you go and come back later. So that's why we've
yeah.
not given you the. Yeah, that's it. My details are here. Please, Mr. Collins, I would like you to speak.
Okay.
So, so I will engage you later, Mrs. Joy. So
It's
let's
fine.
nice meeting you.
Nice.
So who else is ready to speak to us, please? My details are here. Um, I would like you to unmute your mic and speak. Okay, so let's move on. Since so let's move on, and the next slide will be the main topic of discussion today, which is repositioning yourself to attract and high paying jobs in 2023. We've got it, we have more than 20,000 CVs. We have more than 20,000 CVs, but by the time we start checking those CVs, because what we do is we don't allow computer to check through our CV for us. We do the thorough checking ourselves, because there are some people that their CVs are not so good, but they are good. Like personally, they can deliver. So that is why we always go through the CV ourselves. And I'm telling you, there are some CV we will see and we'll be like, are you really searching for a job or you're just playing? So, and that is why I've made myself available to discuss some notable mistakes that we've heard from schools owner, and also we've seen ourselves, to discuss it with the applicants, so that at least they will not make the same mistake next year. Because we can't we can only get you a job, but we can't do it for you. So if you get you a job and you can't deliver, it's still more like you haven't gotten any job. So the first mistake most applicants make is choosing the wrong career path. Okay, you want to be a teacher. As a teacher, is either you have an educational certificate, and if you don't have educational certificate, it is fine. There are some schools that they will tell you, okay, even if you have BSc, at have PGD in education, or if you don't have PGD in education, have any of these training seminars that has equipped you to be a professional in that field. But if you don't have any of this, then I don't see you applying for the post of a teacher. As in, so the first mistake people make is wrong career path. And if your present career contradicts your belief and your value, it's just like the person is wasting his or her time. Because you know yourself, like You know deep inside of you that okay, this thing is for me. Like, I don't know how to put it, but there are some passions you have for teaching. Like me, I love children so much, and I have passion in imparting knowledge to children. So there are some things within you that will let you know that this part is my part. You understand? But if you're choosing a course based on the fine, we all fall into the categories that at the end of the day we went to school, we just choose any course, and at the end of the day we find ourselves doing something because of the situation of the country. But going on a wrong career path is just like wasting your time, wasting your destiny, and wasting your life. So the first thing you we should always check is, am I on the right track? Am I choosing the right career path? And that one is going to it's going to help you to tailor your CV, or tailor your the skills, your skills, the education, your qualification, and everything you want to acquire. It will help you, it will guide you to learn more. Okay, this, I'm going into education, these are the certification I need to acquire, and it will guide you. But if you're choosing the wrong career path, I've seen CVs that, okay, you apply for the post of a job, and when we check your when we check your work experience and also your qualification, you are more like an accountant. It's not bad. There are some people that study accounting and later realize that that is not their part. But now that you've realized that that is not your part, what step have you done to acquire another skill, and make sure that at least it bring you down to your home part, it bring you to that your part? What step have you done? Nothing. And you want us to put you in a class. We are dealing with destiny. The destiny of the children in those classes also matters to us. So you can't just expect us to, okay, send you to a school. I've seen a lot of people fighting us like, I've been on your group for over years, you didn't get me a job. And by the time we now check the CV, you know that you are not even qualified to be in the four works, or like to work in a school as even non-teaching staff, not even as teaching staff. You are not qualified enough to work as non-teaching staff. So why should we send you to a school? The best thing is for us to look for your own career this thing, and send you a job invite that tailors down to that your work experience and your career. So the first mistake people made is just wrong career path. And if you have a wrong career path, there's no how, even if any school want to hire you based on, well, maybe you have little idea or little experience, because there are some schools that still hire people like, okay, I think this person is smart enough, he can quickly learn and all those things. They can, but they will not give you a very good salary. Like, you will earn a very low salary because you are just there. It's not like you're bringing anything to the school. You're just there. You're there to even take from the school. So which will lead that kind of person to earning low salary. So another mistake applicants make is also low level of education and skills. So now that you already know your career path, the next thing you should be able to do is, okay, what are the skills? And now people in this our country, or don't let me say, in this present generation we have now, people are not really looking for certificate anymore. People are looking for skills. What skills do you have? You understand? So um if you I'm not saying certificate is not good, it's good, at least it will back up some things, but at least you should be able to have a very good certificate and also skills in that your part. So limited education or training or skills will also lead to low salary, and that is why most teacher earn very low. They don't know. That is the reason why they earn very low. Then another mistake is low or no experience. Low or no experience. See, okay, let's talk about schools. Schools School owner nowadays, they are not interested in training anybody anymore, because applicants has really shown them a lot of things, in the sense that at the end of the day they will train you, they will pour their all into you, and at the end of the day you will only spend maybe 2 months, 3 months, they will run away. As in, it's saddening enough that after there was one of our applicant that did something of such. In short, the applicant almost put us into trouble, in the sense that the school owner already trained her on Montessori training, like placed her on, like, was it 1 month or 2 months thereabout, Montessori training, serious training. And immediately that lady acquired the training, the lady just left the school just like that, even without proper resignation letter. So all those things did make, as in, discourage school owners from teaching, from imparting, or giving applicants experience. So they want, is either you have at least little experience or you have more experience, but no experience, or you don't have any experience at all, they are not ready to pour themselves into any applicants anymore. So, and even if we now see a school that still hire someone with low experience, they will still not earn very high, like they will still pay the person very low. I could remember when I finished school, when I finished serving, then I had no experience. Then I was looking for a school that at least I can maybe have an in what's it called, have a training with them, like have gain an experience with them, even without like an internship with them. So at the end of the day, the school owner agreed to pay me as low as, I think it was 30,000 naira or so thereabout. So I don't have choice then than to just accept it, because I need that experience. So which is, it was actually a low salary, because at the end of the day, by the time I spend the whole money on transport and everything, there's nothing left for me to take. So that's another thing. No experience will lead to low salary or low income. So another mistake applicants make is, yeah, I need to talk more about this. I need to talk more about this. Very poor personal branding. Very poor personal branding. Most of our applicants don't know that most of these school owners, they go to your social media pages, they check you online, and they see the kind of image you're pushing out there. So most applicants have a very poor personal branding. The applicant can be good in our field or in his field, can be excellent, but once, see, how should I put this? Now in this generation we are into now, is now like if your online presence is very, very poor, even for employers to hire you, it's the chances are very slim. So anything you're putting out there, okay, I remember a story I read on, I think I read it on Facebook, or was it Facebook or on Instagram. So the guy already said bad thing about one of the financial what's it called, is it financial institution, or I don't know, maybe it's a bank. I think it's a bank. I think it's a bank, sha. So the guy already put out a tweet about the bank, that the bank is just a bad tweet about the bank. And at the end of the day, the guy later, maybe like 2 or 3 years later, the guy applied to that same bank, and not knowing that the employer went online to check his what's it called, his presence, his social media presence, and they noticed that the guy has said bad thing about them. And that was, even though the guy was excellent, the guy is the best, but they can't just hire the person that have murdered or rubbish their brand like that. So the guy has to lose the job just because of that. So what am I saying? Most applicants ask poor, very poor personal branding. Even you will see some, there are sometimes, because there's sometimes I'm always with the official phone, most especially during this late hour, I'm always with the official phone. And there's sometimes I'm just going through applicants chart and their response and everything, I will see some people's DP. Even on some people's DP, there are some very horrible pictures. They will be like, all these things matters and people don't know. There are some school owner, they will tell you, please don't send me any applicants that without sending their picture first. Let me see their picture. Let me see their personal brand. Let me see their look first before you send any applicants to me. So employers are very selective, not only what you have upstairs, but your physical appearance, your personal branding really matters, and your social media presence, everything really matters. So most applicants, they don't have good personal branding. They don't. And I'm still going to talk more on that. Let's continue. So another mistake applicant made is, yeah, very poor negotiation skill. People, I don't know why applicants really have a very poor negotiation skill. Anyway, according to our own findings, we noticed that people just want to get job just to survive, not, I don't know, not to have the, like, not to be okay, like not to be well doing, like financially you're okay. People just want to have, okay, let me just get a job. I've seen applicants telling us that, please let me just get a job so that at least I can be going out. So that kind of a person, if they offer her very low, what's it called, salary, he or she is going to take it because our motive is just, let me just, I just want to be leaving the house. I just want people to know that at least I'm going to work. So even if she has a very good thing, but because of the mindset of the wrong negotiation or wrong motive, like, okay, I just want to be going out and becoming, or I just want to survive, our negotiation skill or his negotiation skill will be very poor. So that's another thing. I've seen a lot of people, I will ask them, what's your salary expectation? They will tell me it's 30,000. They will tell me it's 50,000. I'm like, how do you want to survive with this? And when I look at there's difference between, you don't have experience. When you don't have experience, you can price yourself very low because you need that experience. But when you have a very good experience, at least negotiate very well. Like, this is my worth. You know the years, the time, and everything you've gathered, you've put together to acquire that certificate, the experience, and everything. You know the time, and so have a very good negotiation skill. Most applicants don't have a very good negotiation skill. Some of them will be like, any amount. Okay, okay, how much do they want to offer? No, now, no. And you have a master degree, you have a edu, you have PGD and everything, and at the end of the day, you're just bringing yourself down just because you just want to get a job that will make you survive. It's very wrong. If you're not able to effectively negotiate your salary, you may receive lower offer than you are worth of. So if you're worth if you're worth let's say 200,000, and your motive is, let me just be leaving the house. If the school owner or if the employer asks you that, can we pay you 70K or 80K, you will accept it. You will just accept it. And at the end of the day, most applicants that accept that rubbish is because they they just is because of their own motive, and at the end of the day, they will work there. By the time they start working, that money will not be enough for them for even transport, to transport themselves for like a month. At the end of the day, they will be complaining that place. So why is it that you don't even negotiate very high, so that at least when you remove transport, when you remove you still have enough to cater for yourself? So those are the mistakes. We have so many mistakes, but I just have to pick out some few important mistakes that people need to really correct if they want to attract a high paying job this 2023. In short, I'm not ready to send out any applicants if you are not ready to correct all this mistake, or if the applicant is not ready to correct any of these mistakes. And what are the things to do to attract high paying jobs in 2023? As I said earlier, I don't want this I don't want this live training to take a very long time. Okay. So please, are we still together? Okay, so what are the things to do to position yourself to attract high paying jobs in 2023? The first is determine your career goals or your career path. Know exactly, go back to your I say to your thinking room. Think about what career path is this really, because there's a saying that said it's only a mad person that keep going on a path because he feels that he has gone so far and he can't return back, and he still keep going on that wrong path. So once you realize that this is not your path, teaching is not your path, education is not your path, it is better, no matter how old are you, it is better you quickly retrace back your steps to your path. Retrace back yourself to your career path, to know, okay, this is my home path, this is where I want to go. And it's better than you moving on that same line because, oh, I've gone so far, I have all these certifications and this and that, and it's not your path. So determine your career path, and it is better to determine it now in 2022, so that the same mistake most of the applicant make in this 2022, they will not make the same mistake in 2023. So know it's better we go back to the thinking room and ask yourself some deep question, that is this actually my career path, is this actually my path? Then after that, obtain the necessary education and skills. I even prefer going for, instead of going to school to go and pursue long this thing, go for training seminar that will give you certificate, or go for professional certification in that field. By the time they notice that, oh, you have a professional certificate in that field, it will give you some kind of respect compared to those people that doesn't even have that kind of certificate. So then when you now have training, when you now have what's it called, when you now have experience in that field again, that will make you it will make it will put you ahead of others. So that is the second step. It is necessary to obtain the skill or the necessary certification, and the next step is update your resume. I've seen a lot of resume. I'm like, are you applying for a teaching job, or you are applying for a school cleaner? Like, you see some resume, they will just write it, no, nothing. And now, any resume that didn't have your home picture, there should be a picture, that even if when they are reading your CV, they already have, okay, this is the picture of the person, the professional picture, a studio picture, clean picture. Just put it on your resume. Update your resume with your experience, your certification and everything. Update everything. Make your CV represent you. The way they have, I've sent some CV, I've interviewed some people that they are good, but once I send their CV, because okay, by next year we will have on board someone that can be um writing, rewriting and creating CV. But for now, we don't really have people, we don't really have a staff that will help people construct their CV and rewrite it for them. But so once I see the CV, I'm like, how will I forward? And some schools, they will be like, let me see their CV. Once I send the CV like this, that this is the CV, they will be like, no, don't send this person. And to convince them that this person is actually good, because I've listened to the person and I've interviewed the person and the person is actually good, to convince them, it's they will not even listen. They will say, no, this CV doesn't speak well, please. So your CV, your resume represents you. And if you didn't properly, it's just like a lady that is going out and you do your makeup, you do everything, because people will first of all see you before they listen to you. You understand? That's the way your CV is also like. People will first of all see your CV before they be like, okay, let's listen to this person. So if your CV is not even, is nothing to write about, they will not invite, even if you are good upstairs. So if you cannot create a very good CV yourself, we have a lot of people, a lot of consultants, a lot of people that are writing, that they will write a very good CV. It will just cost some money, but at least they will write a very good CV for you. And any CV you're dropping next year, make sure the CV has your picture, a a good professional picture, even if it's just for you to go and take a studio picture. Make yourself look appealing, like to any employer that is employing you, that they will see that, okay, let's see this person. Even before they listen to you, they are like, okay, I think this person will be okay, let the person come first. Make your CV okay, make it appealing to anyone that will read it. Some CVs are just, and at the end of the day, they will send message, they will call that, I've not gotten job, I've not done this, I've not done that. It's not her fault. By the time you send your CV and they're like, no, I don't want this person, please check for someone else. So that is it. So another thing we need to work on is, um then, okay, I talked about CV, then cover letters. Some of us, we only send CV, we don't send cover letter. We start asking you, the admin will start asking you, what post are you applying for? At least there should be a cover letter that will let us know that, okay, you're applying for this post. Then we now check your CV. If the post you're applying for, you actually have this an experience in that area, you understand. But some people will just send CV alone and no cover letter, nothing. So that's another thing. And whenever you're writing your cover letter, make sure there's no grammatical error and everything. Make sure it is very okay. Like, look at it over, read it over and over and over again. And even if possible, you can type it and um let the system correct any grammatical error for you, and just make sure that it's okay. So that's another thing. Then another thing we need to work on is personal. Okay, I said I will talk more about this again. Personal branding. Establish a professional online presence by creating LinkedIn accounts. Some applicants don't even know what is LinkedIn profile. Even their Instagram, some applicants follow us on Instagram. Most of the time I will just go and check the applicant on Instagram, like, no. So your Instagram page, your Facebook page, let it be perfect. Like, let it be okay. Even if it's not 100%, and it's even good because 99% is also like a failure. So it's even good to make it 100% perfect. When you've done your part, give it to another person. You can give it to your spouse, you can give it to your friend, let them check it for you. The picture, the profile picture you're going to be using, let it be a professional studio picture. Taking a studio picture cannot cost nothing less than, well, depends on the area, but in my area here, I think they charge um 2,000, 3,000 for for one shot. So just invest in that. Take a very good professional picture. Have your good, if you're a lady, have your good makeup and dress very well, and put a very good professional picture out there, because most of this most of this employer, they'll go online to check you, to look at what you've been doing. Some will be posting rubbish, some will be dancing, doing it, and you're applying. So it's this, all these things are very important. They are very important. Then another thing is LinkedIn profile. To get a very good and attractive high paying job, you need to have a very good LinkedIn profile. I pray I'm still going to hold another training that will bring someone that is very, she's very good in that area, helping people to create a very good LinkedIn profile. Then um okay, there's another thing I think I will be introducing maybe next year, is having a personal website. As an applicant, you should, like, okay, Mrs. Joy can said, okay, I have on my Instagram page, you have www.mrsjoy or joy, your surname, .com. And on that website, all the works you've done, like all the works you've done, maybe you're teaching in a class, you have a picture with your students, videos, anything, all the works you've done, they are on that website. So when you're submitting your CV online, you are attaching your website to it, that okay, I have this, go and check it out. By the time employer click on this, they will know, okay, this person know what she's doing. You understand? Even before they invite you for interview, they'll know that okay, this person know what she's doing. But when your CV is not even, you don't even have online presence, Instagram you don't have, and or even on your Instagram page, all your work should be there. You've worked in Mr. Hay nursery and primary school, you have pictures of your students, you have videos where you are in class, do teaching all this, have everything on your social media pages, so that by the time you are applying for a post or for any, to any school or any, you are attaching all those videos, all those, you are attaching it. Go and check it out, go and check me out, I'm the one that did this. So you are already creating a kind of um should I call it likeness, or you're already creating a kind of, you're professional in your field. So to for employer to be able to tell you that no, we don't want you, it will take time. They will still first of all listen to what you have to say, like okay, come, let's listen. We've seen your work on social media, we've seen your professional website. I'm still going to bring someone that is going to talk more about this personal branding. I'm still going to hold another training on personal branding. I want to hold another training on LinkedIn profile, how you can create a very good LinkedIn profile and also create a personal website for yourself, not your company website, a personal website for yourself. Like okay, www.sososoperson.com, my works are there, check me out. Even if you are applying for now, UK will be, by February, UK will allow teachers to start applying. So if you position yourself right, if you are applying for those kind of job outside the country, those are the things you're going to attach to it, and they will check you out and will be like, okay, this person know what she's doing, this person know what he's doing, okay, let's let's hire her or let's hire him. So and maintaining an active social media presence. Most teachers, they don't have any social media presence, and I'm not even blaming them. I hope there's no school owner here, because some schools owners too, their social media presence is very poor. Yeah, that's just it. Some schools owners, their social media presence is very poor too. So let your social media presence, and we have some that they are experts, they know what they are doing, and those are the people that can pay teacher, they can pay them more, they can pay them very well. So and what else? And be sure to present yourself in a positive and a professional manner, as I just said, and showcase your skill and accomplishment. Everything you get, you collect an award, you everything, the picture, let it be on point and upload it on your social media page. So we will still talk more on this personal branding, because most teachers that are very, even the good ones among them, it's not the ones that are, they are just there because of the money. The professional ones, they don't have good personal branding. So I will work on that. I'll make sure we have another training on that. So another thing is negotiation skill. You can't have a good personal branding and you will not negotiate very well. You can't have a good website, you have a good job, you have, I mean, you have a good online presence, you have everything, and you are struggling to negotiate. It's not possible. It is not possible, because they already see your work. If you are telling a school that I will not collect nothing less than 300,000, nobody will struggle with you, because you have the certification, your personal branding is on point, and what's it called, you have the experience. So no, none of the school will tell you um we can't pay you up to that. And short, you will not even attract any mushroom schools. You attract a very good schools that they are ready to pay you very well. So for goodness, negotiation skill can help you secure high salary, and whether whether you are negotiating for a new job or a new raise in your current position, even by the time you put all these things in place, you can apply for a good raise in your current position, in your current place of work. You can apply for it. That's no, this is what I want, this is what I want. And this thing is all about mindset, which I'm still going to hold a training on mindset. If you don't have a very good mindset that okay, I have worked, I've spent time, I have learned, acquired a lot of certification to an extent, this is what I deserve. I don't deserve nothing less than 300,000. I don't deserve nothing less than 500,000. You understand? It is your mindset. Because okay, don't let me talk about mindset now. Don't worry, by the time we have another training, I will talk more on mindset, because it's your mindset that will attract the kind of schools that, and putting all these things in place, all these things I've talked about, putting it in place, then there's no how you will not attract an high paying school. So let's go. Okay, so that is just the few um tips I want to talk about today. In our next training, we are going to talk more about all these things: personal branding, mindset, negotiation skill, and your LinkedIn page, everything. I'm going to bring some people that are going to train most of our applicants, are going to train them well. And any of the applicants that will not go through our training like this, I don't think we are going to be sending the applicants out for interview. So then we have some vacancies that, yeah, we need to fill up in Learnovate next year, and we have vacancies for professional human resource person, an HR, a very good HR, and we also need a very good content writer and content creator. Then we need a very good business developer. So, and these are the vacancies we have that. So if you have anyone that is interested in this, any of these vacancy, and the person is actually good, then we the person can send, the applicant can send in their CVs for us to check. And also, what next? What next? What next? Okay, now it's time to sorry, please give me a few minutes. Please give me a few minutes. Okay, so sorry. Um, I want to apply for. If you want to apply, then you send your CV. So guess what? For now, Learnovate will be holding training back to back because um we the complaints we are receiving from school owners are getting too much, and because of that, we are going to be holding trainings for applicants, both free and paid trainings. so that at least they can get to see the mistakes they are making, and also learn more. Because I notice it's not that these applicants are not good, it's just that they don't know the right thing to do. So if you see people that if they attend training that will open their eyes to some things they need to do, then they will do better. So I've discussed it with my team, and we will be holding free. If we have to invite professionals to come and train, it will be paid training with professionals. But if it's just going to be an in-house training, so it will be free training with like an in-house training, so it will be free training. So then another thing is applicants also have complaints. Maybe there is a school that we refer them to, and they are not doing them, they are not giving them what they actually applied for, or any complaints in the school we refer them to. So we also want to listen to them. So we want to create a very good relationship with all our applicants by listening to, okay, what's their complaint and what's their suggestion, what is happening in the school we send them to, and are they okay there. And also because we care for both our clients and also our applicants. So and that is the reason why we'll be having an inner circle meeting. And also to communicate informations like, okay, we have vacancies, and or any information we want to communicate with the applicants, to communicate a very vital information with the applicants. Then there are sometimes we will just do a giveaway, like early this year, or no, around August, when we clocked 2 years, we actually did a giveaway, like for those that did videos for us, video reviews, we did a giveaway for them. So and at times we always do giveaway and gifting to applicants, then also just to have fun and relate with each other. So this will be happening every let me see if I can remove this. Okay, this will be happening every let me remove this now so that we can all see. Okay, so this will be happening every Saturday. No, it's not every Saturday. First and second Saturday of the month, and it's going to be. Let me remove this hide. Okay, so it's going to be 8 to 10. So we'll be having a free live um discussion with all our applicants, that is and the reason for all this is because of the applicants. Our vision is to make sure that teachers are okay, they are well paid, and also students are having the best, like the best. So now we've come to the end of the training. I hope I've not exceeded my time, because I don't want it to be more than a and half live training. So if there's any question, please, time to ask questions. Like Mr. Collins was asking me one question the other time. So this is the time for you to ask any question. If you have any question, please, let's hear from you. You can just unmute yourself and let's hear. Questions. Questions.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? This is Mrs. Joy Ode.
Okay, I can hear you, please.
Oh, cool. I think I want to really appreciate you for the webinar. I really enjoyed it. I think I've learned something from this. I'll say I've learned a lot from this. So I just want to
Okay.
ask. I just want to ask. Do you do you people just send people there without um having any connection with the owners of the school? Like you just send some, you don't have any hand. Your own is just to send people there, and then you don't recommend. Okay, let me just put you. Do you recommend people, not just to send people for an interview?
Okay, so we have connection with the owner of the school. Like we deal directly with the owner of the school,
Okay.
or I personally deal directly with the owner of the school. Whilst my
Okay.
teammates they are the one that do this thing, then I just oversee it and they send applicants. But the thing there is that we can't really recommend an applicant. The reason is because I can only recommend someone I trained. And that's the reason
Oh,
before this training. I can only recommend you if I train you. If I didn't train you, I can't recommend you because I can't really give school owner 100% assurance that okay, this person is good. Even if I tell them that you're good, they will still tell me that hold on, let's do our own interview.
interview.
Once,
Yeah.
yes, once she pass or once he pass the interview, okay, then we pick her. If he doesn't, and we have you see, we have different type of school now, just the same way we have different type of human being. This person will tell you that I'm good with this person. I have a
Mm,
school owner that if I tell the person that this person is good, she doesn't even she's not interested in doing like another interview. She will just say, okay, okay, no problem. I'll put her on 1 month probation, and if she's good with me, then we go. You understand? And why some people will tell you that no, I need to do another interview with this person to be sure that this person is the right. You understand? So we don't really do that. Then another thing we do is we try to conduct a background check on all our or on our what's it called, our applicants. But that is at the
yeah.
point of when the owner of the school said, okay, I'm good with this person. This person is cool for me. Then we now try and do a background check for the person. You get.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that, but we don't really recommend that. Okay, I can only start recommending for school owners by the time I start doing training, and I've seen the applicants what's it called, performances, and I've seen your you are attending all our trainings and everything. Then I can recommend, I can say okay, I can beat my chest for this person. This person is actually okay. You
Okay.
understand? So that is it.
All right.
We don't recommend.
Okay.
I've answered your
Okay. Okay.
question.
Yeah, please, just a quick one now. I does having like a program in view on your CV, does it affect your chances of getting a job? Like having a
It
program
depends
on
on
your
the
CV
program.
in view,
Like what kind of program? It depends on the
maybe
program. Okay,
okay,
let me give you
like
an example. For example, sorry, please. Sorry for cutting you off.
okay,
If I have an SSC, like I have my secondary school certificate, and
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still in school pursuing my degree,
yeah,
and I wrote in view. Okay,
yeah,
fine. There are some schools that will still consider you if you have the experiences, like if you have the required experience, years of experience they want. There are still some schools that will consider, okay, no problem. But most of the time they don't pay those applicants very well because they feel that they're still undergraduates. But if you have a first degree, or
mm,
maybe your second degree, okay, like your first degree is on maybe accounting, and now you now realize that your part is in
mm,
education. You now want to switch from accounting to education. Do you get what I'm
yeah,
saying? So you now
yeah,
enroll for maybe PGD in education. So you now
education,
wrote
yeah,
in view. Do you get?
in view,
So
yeah,
that one they can still consider, but not all of those schools consider it. They can consider
okay,
based on the fact that okay, how many months, how
left,
many months is it left for you to finish that program?
Hmm.
How long
I
have you
get.
started the program? You understand? They want to see
I
maybe
get.
you have experience, because based on your first degree, you are not qualified to be a teacher. You understand?
Sure.
But let's say someone that has B edu now moving
Mm.
to, okay, maybe masters in education or something. You know that person already has the foundation is
Educational
already.
background.
Yes, so it's not that one. They will not have issue, even if you said in view, even if your master is in view, they won't have issue with you. So that
Okay,
is
I get it. Okay,
so that
I
is
get
it.
it. I get it. All right. Thank you so much. I'm good now.
So any other question, please? Then another thing is, people actually have a very good CV and resume, but preparing for interviews, no, no. There's someone online, I won't mention name, I won't mention the name of the person. The person, if you see the person's CV, the person's CV is actually excellent. We've sent the person to like one, two, or three schools, good schools on the highland, Lekki phase one or something. But I don't know. Each time I reach out to the school owners, they will say, no, 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 they don't even like the appearances of the person. Like the way the person appear, no, is off. Most of the time they'll be like, oh, bring this person, the CV is okay, bring this person in. But the appearance of the person, they will say no. So now we can't really communicate. That's why this we are organizing this training, so that at least we can tell applicant the mistake they are making. You understand? Because we can't really communicate this to an applicant on phone or through chat, because because emotional whatever, so we can't really tell them that your appearance was bad, that's why they didn't pick you. No. So most of the time we just tell them that you're not the school didn't pick you. Do you get? So apart from making your CV okay, when you're going for interview too, check yourself very well. Let your appearance make sense. Like, let it be okay. Let it be 100% okay. So that at least, even if they will not take you, there's some people that will be like, okay, I've seen, yeah, there's one lady, okay, I don't know if she's online. Okay, she's not online. There's one lady here that she has SSC degree, like junior senior certificate degree, but by the time her attitude, appearance, composure, everything was excellent. The school have to reach out to me, and that is the first applicant we sent to that school. The school has to reach out to me that, please, I want someone like, I don't want to mention name, I want someone like this person. Please get me someone like this person. The person she's an SSC holder, but the boss really really liked her. And why? Because she has made herself. Then another thing is, don't just apply for a job because you just want the money. What are you bringing to that school? What value are you adding to the school? What are the things that when you are about leaving? Okay, there was a time the lady said she's having exams and she needs to take a break. The no She said she wants to drop the job because of her exams. The school owner was like, no, you can't drop this job, even if it's for me to add what's it called, to add some amount to your salary. I will add to it, because I want you on board. And it's because she has really presented herself so good attitude, contributed a lot of things to the school, and she allowed the school owner to know that I'm not just here because of the money, I'm here also to impart. She had interest of the children at heart. I remember when I was also leaving my first place of employment, as I said earlier, that I needed I needed experience. So I have to pick up the job because I don't have any experience. and they were paying me very low. In short, I think I'm the only staff they pay that kind of amount, even despite the fact that I have my BSc. And they were like, okay, they will hire me, but they will pay me very low. When I was about leaving, because I have to leave the school because of I need to pursue my MSc and the rest and get some certification. So it was affecting my studies and everything. So I have to leave. It's not like I'm leaving because my boss is not good, but I'm leaving because I have to hard. So when I was about leaving, my boss need to call me into our office and said, why do you want to leave? This is it because of the money? We are going to add the money, we are going to add to the money. I said no, that it's because I need to add some certification to my so that I can earn well. So to my greatest shock, I left. My last salary was supposed to be paid. I think she's always paying the third of the following month. So it was supposed to be paid. And when she wants to pay it, she added another money. I even have to call her that, man, this is not my salary. It was that a mistake? She said, just to say thank you. Do you get? So it's because I contributed, and they saw my value in that school. And even after few months, I was able to even walk to the school, talk to the school my boss. Like she can easily chat me on phone, and like, so it's because of your your personality and what you've contributed to the school. So most applicants just, they want to get a job because they just want the money, the money. At the end of the day, they will leave a place, and they will, the way they even leave the place, they will leave the place in a way that by the time this they can't come back to the school and say, okay, I've worked here before. Like, they don't have good rapport with the school owner again, and which is bad, which is bad. Anywhere you're living, please try and leave a very good legacy. So that is another thing. And also, I talked about appearance. When you're going for interview, please have a very good appearance when you're going for interview. So maybe any other question, please? Is there any other please? Questions. So I will still bring a professional HR that I've worked with top schools, good schools in this Lagos, and I think she has also worked with some schools in Abuja, to come and discuss with us about um interviews, how to answer some interview questions, and how to appear on interview day. So please, do we have question, please? I don't think too long. What's the time? Okay. Please, do we have questions? If you have questions, just indicate in the chat button so that I can unmute you. So my advice to everybody now that is that I think 2022 remain just 3 days or 4 days to go. Is it 3 or 4 days ago? Four days to go. Today is 27. I think it's 4 days to go. So please um go back to the drawing board, check your CV. Is it okay? Is there anything you need to add to it? Is there anything you need to take away? Is there any, check your online presence, some pictures you've delete them, bring them down, then do good. If you have a studio picture on your phone, it's better you upload that on your profile picture. Check everything, make sure everything is okay. By the grace of God, our next training is either is on personal branding or is on how to how to create your LinkedIn page to attract an high paying um jobs. So I just pray that I will invite professionals to talk on that, because we have some people that are very good at creating online presence, personal branding. So I will invite professionals to come and so now in the absence of no other questions, and I think we can call it. Before we today, I to have a giveaway, and the question, and if anyone that passes the question, we we take the giveaway. Yes, I have the slide here. Okay. Okay, so the question is, tell us the the day, the month, and the year Learnovate um was it was created or started um of that one. You'll be following us very well to answer that question. So tell us the month, and the year Learnovate started work officially. So question: brand colors of Learnovate. The three brand colors of Learnovate. That's number 3 question. Question is the name of Learnovate. Official uh, can build better. Please, can you still hear me? Am I still? Let me see. I don't know why this is hanging. Okay. So, anyone has the right answer to the question, will